Hi, today I'm going to tell you all of the jokes that I've written for open mics that have never worked. So it's funny to me to put all the jokes that don't work into one video so you can see how promising my comedy career is going to look. Okay, so the first joke is in Spanish there's a lot of slang terms and a lot of them can be weird. One of them is chile. If you like chile, that means you like penis. For some reason chile can be a slang term for penis, and there's a lot of words like that in Spanish. There's some there's some traps in Spanish like that, and people will ask you, do you like chile? And people have asked me that because they know I don't speak very good Spanish, and I never really know what they mean by what they're asking. So if they ask me if I like something, just to be safe, I always say yes, I do. I'm pretty stupid. I'm a bit of an imbecile, but that's hard to admit on paper because I don't know how to spell imbecile. Words are really cool because they can sound like something, but they can mean a totally different thing. They confuse me all the time. Like, why was she called my girlfriend if she didn't love me at all? This isn't a joke for stand-up, but I would always do it waiting tables when I would go in the beginning of a shift and I would refill the salt shakers that were at each table. And a lot of times customers would already be sat before I could return the salt and pepper shakers. So I would take those back to the table and I'd be like, hi guys, you ordered salt and pepper? Fuck! You ordered salt and pepper? That's the funniest thing to me. No one ever laughed at that though. I really want to have sex with a dude because I see a lot of opportunities there. First off, I see the comedic value of, in the middle of it, he's gonna be like, oh, you're so big, and then I'm gonna be like, that's what she said. And then also, I think I would last really long if I had sex with the guy, because when I have sex with a hot girl, I don't last very long. When I have sex with an ugly girl, I last a bit longer. So think about how long I would last with a guy. A lot of times I would do stand-up shows and I would try to do improv. So I would walk up and I'd be like, hey guys, don't really have a plan. And that's maybe not the best idea, because if you ask the girl I lost my virginity with if I should come into this for the first time with a plan, or if I should figure it out on the spot, she would inform you about the awkward few minutes that you're gonna have in front of you, and on top of you, and behind you. I move around. What's up? I don't ever watch the news. So when there's a blizzard, it always surprises me. And to be honest, I am really thankful that I don't live where there's a hurricane, because if there was a hurricane, I would just wake up one morning not even knowing about it, and the buildings would be flipped over outside. Everyone would be dead. I would just walk past the window getting ready for work, and I'm just like, what the fuck? My dad always gets mad at me for not answering the phone, but the reason I don't is because the ringer is always off. It's always really annoying for me to, so I just never have it on. And he's like, well, what if I'm trying to call you during an emergency? And I get what he's saying, and what I'm saying is I'm the last person you should be calling during an emergency. In the beginning, I would get really nervous in front of a crowd, so I would walk up and I'd be like, hey guys, I'm really nervous right now, and that's bad, but like, to think about it, like, this nervousness is like builds up like butterflies in my stomach, and it just keeps building up and building up. And it's kind of like sex, where that same thing happens, and then once I orgasm, it just all gets released. But if I tell jokes and it works, then it's released too. And because of all the jokes that I have written, I don't know which one you want to see more. Whichever is funnier, I guess. Finally, the biggest joke that never made it